The false beliefs is an indispensable part in social life. It contributes to preserving and promoting national values. Thanks to the gossip of Hung Kings, Vietnamese people become closer and closer. The gossip of Hung Kings is one of many elements to create national spirit. The cultural values of the gossip of Hung Kings are patriotism, solidarity, bravery, sense of community, and appeal to people towards their origin. For a long time, Vietnamese people has believed that Hung King, who has the credits in founding our country, the first state of Vietnam, they are ancestors of the anti-Vietnamese people. The Vietnamese people are always proud of having the same dragon fairy race. The ritual has become a cultural identity and a traditional moral standard of the Vietnamese people. It shows the gratitude of the descendant to the founder in the course of founding and defending our country. The gossip of Hung Kings has been preserved and steadily handed down from generation to generation despite up and down in history. It contributes to nurturing the soul, sentiment, and fostering the spirits of the whole nation. Now, the gossip of Hung Kings has been officially recognized as an intangible cultural heritage of mankind by UNESCO. This is great honor of Vietnamese people. According to the elevation of its birth from UNESCO, the gossip of Hung Kings has met the most important criteria in the 5 criteria of UNESCO. The gossip of Hung Kings has an outstanding global values. It promotes awareness of the whole nation. The files of the gossip of Hung Kings has pointed out that the values of this heritage are the respect for the ancestor and traditional moral standard. When drinking water, remember its source. When this heritage has been recognized by UNESCO, it will encourage the gratitude to ancestors and respect for the cultural diversity of people in many countries in the world. Besides, the fight of the gossip of Hung Kings is also highly appreciated because it is not only dignified and practiced by Vietnamese people, especially people in Phu Thong province. UNESCO appreciates highly national morality, good traditional feature of Vietnamese people.
UNESCO appreciates highly national morality, good traditional features of Vietnamese people.
Mà cái đạo lý này là dân tộc Việt Nam chúng ta đã trao truyền từ đời này đời khác, tạo nên một sức mạnh đoàn kết cộng đồng trong dân tộc, trong đấu tranh với thiên tai và chống địch họa. Chúng ta đã chiến thắng bao nhiêu kẻ thù xâm lược ở xây dựng đất nước ngày nay. Và chính điều đó cho nên là cái việc mà nhớ ơn tổ tiên ấy, thì cái nét đẹp truyền thống của dân tộc Việt Nam đáng để cho các quốc gia khác phải.
The good traditions of Vietnamese people are respect for the ancestor, filial piety, and gratitude to parents. The gossip of Hung Kings is the consciousness of Vietnamese people about their ancestors and origins. It has gradually spread and reached in its families, communities. It becomes a custom of Vietnamese people. Thousands of years ago, Vietnamese people set up the temple for worshipping our ancestor Hung King on Nghĩa Linh Mountain, Huy Cương Commune, Việt Trì City, Phu Thong Province. There are many communion houses, temples, and shrines for worship of Hung King. The Queen, the Prince, the Princess, and their commander are in Phu Thong Province and other provinces. According to statistics of the Ministry of Culture, Sport and Tourism, there are over 1,400 relic sites dedicated to worshipping the Hung Kings, and these sites relate to the periods of founding and defending the nation of the Hung King from the north to the south. The gossip of the ancestor is deep rooted in the minds of Vietnamese people. This is the reason why Vietnamese people at home and abroad never forget their origin. They are always direct towards nation. They are very proud of their ancestors. After living in foreign countries, many overseas Vietnamese people go to the home temple and express their gratitude to the ancestors who had found and defend the country.
Là một kiều bào sinh ra và lớn lên ở hải ngoại.
I am very impressed with Vietnamese saying, dù ai đi ngược về xuôi nhớ ngày giỗ tổ mùng 10 tháng 3. I'm very happy when I take part in the anniversary of the death of the Hùng Kings to pay tribute to legendary national founders.
Để được nhận lấy cái phần mà cao quý này.
Lần này tôi về thì phải nói là rất là ngỡ ngàng bởi vì
I'm very surprised when the Hùng Temple built many new temples, especially the temple of Mother Âu Cơ and Father Lạc Long Quân. No country in the world has a similar ritual to the worship of the nation ancestor in Vietnam. The worship of Hùng Kings is a symbol of spirit that stimulates solidarity and national pride.
Thì như thế nó có một cái đặc sắc, nó mang thiết toàn quốc, không phải như là những cái di sản văn hóa phi vật thể khác như là hát then này, hát ả đào vân vân đấy. Những cái đó nó rất là văn hóa đơn thuần, nhưng đây là có tính chất tâm linh, coi như ta cả nước cùng dỗ một tổ tiên. Đấy, cái đó nó mang có tính chất đoàn kết toàn dân.
The worship of Hùng Kings has satisfied the spiritual needs of Vietnamese people. The Hùng Temple Festival is a traditional festival of Vietnamese people. From a long time, lands of Hùng Temple has been considered as the holy lands of our country. People take a pilgrimage to the fatherlands. The worship of Hùng Kings demonstrates a strong desire for peaceful and happy life and traditional moral standard when drinking water, remember its sources in national culture.
Vietnam has a history 4,000 of years building and defending the nation. I am proud of this ritual. Now the worship of Hùng Kings is recognized as an intangible heritage of humanity in the whole of world. I go to the Hùng Temple with many people in Gia Lai province. We are proud of being Vietnamese people and are directed toward our origin.
The worship of Hùng Kings play an important role in the spiritual and sentimental life of Vietnamese people. Its immoral support of all Vietnamese generation. It creates the strength of the nation unity in the cause of building and defending our country. President Ho Chi Minh said that the Hùng Kings had the merits of founding the country. You and I must work together to protect it.
I am proud of being Vietnamese people. I am proud of my country. I am a Vietnamese people and the son of Mother Âu Cơ. Many generations have sacrificed their lives to protect our country, and I am proud of this thing.
In Vietnam, there are many beliefs and religions. The first belief has endogenous factor, including the worship of Hùng Kings. Along with the development of country, the worship of Hùng Kings has become the unique cultural activity in spiritual life of Vietnamese people. That is why the worship of Hùng Kings has existed and developed in the whole of Vietnam. Hùng King has been worshipped from 1,000 years ago. The state is very interested in the worship of and respect for Hùng Kings. The state invests money in building Hùng Temple. The worship of Hùng Kings will be everlasting. Vietnamese people are always respecting and preserving a treatment of our ancestors. They are proud of their ancestors. We never forget our original point. Visiting to the Hung Temple is not only returning to the ancestral lands, but also making a pilgrimage to traditional belief. Thanks to the belief, our nation overcame all difficulty in the past. Every year, millions of the Vietnamese people at home and abroad visiting Hung Temple to show their gratitude and respect for the national ancestors, the founders of the nation.
Về đến Hùng, con càng hiểu bao nhiêu lời Bác Hồ phải cùng nhau giữ ngược